How we doing, guys? Hope you're having a great day, and today we're back with another cigar tutorial. A lot of people walk into the shop, a lot of people ask us out when we're doing events rolling cigars, what is the best way to light a cigar? The best way to light a cigar is however you like to light it, but there's different ways of lighting a cigar, right? You could do it with a piece of cedar, you could do it with a match, you could do it with a torch, you could light it any which way you like. But today I'm going to show you a different way of lighting your cigar. Now I'm going to tell you, you have to be patient to enjoy this way of lighting your cigar. So when it comes time to enjoy your cigar and you just want to light it up and puff away, there's no wrong way of lighting your cigar. You can light it up, just puff away and enjoy it. Some people prefer just using a matchstick. Other people prefer just using a cedar stick. Other people prefer just using a torch. But there's no wrong way of lighting your cigar. What I will tell you is that you have to be patient when you light your cigar. A lot of people just put it in their mouth, they'll light up and start puffing away. A lot of the times when you do that, you get a harshness at the beginning of the cigar. When you do it with the cedar, it just takes a little bit of a longer time. A lot of people like toasting the edge of the cigar and then just puffing away and lighting the rest of the cigar. That's perfectly fine too. I enjoy doing it with the torch. Why? Because I get to light the whole cigar. You have to be patient. Don't take a puff before you light it at all, or when you're toasting it at all. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. Why? They call this the virgin puff. Yes, the virgin puff. Try it with your favorite cigar. I know you know the notes, and if you're just starting into cigars, there's going to be a different way of you enjoying your cigar. So what you do, just light up your torch. And don't get close to the cigar. A lot of people like to get the torch right up in there and just burn the tobacco. But just take your time. And you'll start to get all those notes from the cigar. You get some coffee notes, some cedar notes, some nutty notes. And you see, I'm just toasting very lightly, right? And I'm airing out the cigar. I'm airing out the cigar. And yes, it takes a little bit of patience and a little bit of time, but it is going to be worth it. You just go around the cigar and just keep toasting it so you get everything on that foot lit up, right? And we just air it out, air it out, air it out, and just keep lighting. When do you know you're done? When the whole foot of the cigar is lit. So you see, it's going to start turning a little bit of ashy color. I'm still not taking a puff, and I'm barely getting the torch right there. So like that, I'm not burning the tobacco. I'm just warming it up right now. And when you take that first puff, that is called the virgin puff. It is different. It is just feels so clean. It feels so good. You get a lot of flavors out of that first puff. And just keep airing it out. Light it up. You see, I'm still not there. I'm just taking my time. And the torch is just barely touching the tobacco. Just barely touching it. And trust me, guys, you're going to feel the difference, especially if it's one of your favorite cigars that you know that cigar, you know the flavors of that cigar. It's just a beautiful way of lighting the cigar, being patient with it, enjoying it, admiring the artistic touches that have gone into this cigar. And I'm almost there. See, it's almost lit completely. So just try it again. And you just want to get that whole foot lit up. And you see the torch is barely touching the tobacco. I know it takes a little bit of time, but trust me, it is worth it. You see the foot of the cigar is all lit up. And that first puff is just going to be completely different. If you've been smoking for a while, do this with your favorite cigar and you're going to realize that you're going to get a lot of different notes out of that first puff. And this is what we call the virgin puff. Nice and clean. It is a different way of lighting your cigar. You got to be patient, but trust me, the end result is definitely worth it. Now, if you have to relight your cigar, we'll go into that next. So another thing that happens, every once in a while, we're smoking our cigar. We put it down on the ashtray like you see right here. And we just keep on talking. All of a sudden, we forgot about our cigar. All of a sudden, our cigar has gone out. So we want to relight the cigar. But a lot of times when we light the cigar, what happens? We get that harsh taste when we relight the cigar. Why does this happen? Obviously, there's ashes on the cigar. The ammonia has concentrated right there when the cigar went out. And if you don't puff it out, that's why you get that harsh taste when you first light the cigar. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean out the ash. We're going to puff out 2-3 times to make sure the ammonia blows out of the cigar. And then we'll relight the cigar. So once you clean off the cigar, try to take off as much ash as you can. Now, before we light it, we're going to puff out 3 times. Why? Like I said before, we're going to try to get all the ammonia that has built up there out of it. So like that, once we light it, we won't get that harshness in our first puff after we relight. Now that we know the cigar is clean, no more ammonia in our tobacco, now let's relight. And you do it like you do your regular cigar. You toast a little bit, try to light up that center as much as possible. Give it a little bit of a help. Beautiful, no harshness, and we're back to enjoying our cigar again. But you will notice a lot of the times after relighting, a little bit of the taste on your cigar has changed, but that's part of it. But at least you didn't get that harshness of the ammonia. And this is how you light and relight a cigar. So pick up a cigar today, light, relight, and enjoy.